Right, good morning everybody. So welcome to DevSecCon London 2019. It's really good to be here. First and foremost, thank you for your understanding.
Absolutely, it's been a hard week. So many of you, who bought tickets in the last 3-4 days? Few people. Yeah. So last week, obviously, Skills Matter. It was a really great shame for the community. Skills Matter went into administration, and we were, of course, planning to have our conference just 1 week ago in Skills Matter. But a huge amount of work has been done, and we just thank everyone for their understanding and us having to move, obviously, the conference to this new venue. Also, a huge amount of logistics, including speakers, sponsors, and obviously all attendees, all the logistics for this venue, all food and things like that. It's been a huge amount of work in the last week or so. And I just want to invite Tammy up on stage just to let's give Tammy a massive round of applause, because thanks, Tammy. Because if it wasn't for Tammy, then we literally wouldn't be here today. So yeah, massive
thank you, Tammy.
Thank you.
Cool.
It's been great. Yeah, you can if you want. So it's been a long way. So there's a few of you that were here in London in, when was it? It was in October 2015 that we started with just like 120 of us. There's a bit of feedback. And then we've grown. We started putting a review committee together, increasing the quality of the lineup, basically just like making sure it's not me deciding what is the best talk. So now we've got, so there is Tash, which is here. There's 7 of the other ones. They're spread around the world, so we couldn't actually get them today. But without them, we wouldn't be here today. Then we kept growing. We went to Singapore, we went to Seattle, we went to Boston, we went to Tel Aviv. There's more locations to be announced this year. We got acquired by SNCC, which is really a good thing. If you think about it, this conference today wouldn't have happened if SNCC wasn't here to provide all the logistical support. So I'd like to personally say thank you to SNCC, thank you Simon, thank you Tammy, thank you everybody. This is the reason why we're here today. So again, thank you.
Thank you. So yeah, in terms of what we will kind of want to do with DevSecCon in terms of SNCC being stewards. First of all, first and foremost, we want to maintain the vendor neutrality. So you'll see SNCC is here as a vendor, as a sponsor, but you won't see SNCC anywhere else. You won't see SNCC, lots of SNCC people on the committee for the CFP or anything like that. We're maintaining a vendor neutral feel to the whole conference. What we do want to do though is continue the great work that Francois has done in making DevSecCon one of the premier conferences. And so we're going to introduce new inclusivity programs, green programs. We want to include speaker mentorships programs and make DevSecCon as good as it can be. And we're also including a number of new conferences over the years. So in 2020, we announced that in March we're going to Singapore, and we're also going to Sydney the week after. We're then going to go back to Boston for a US conference, and you'll also notice in September we're now going to be doing an East and a West Coast. So we're going to do Boston in the first half, and then on the West Coast in the second half. We're coming back to London in October. We're working on a venue for that now, and we're also doing Tel Aviv again in November. The one other thing that we are going to be doing is a virtual DevSecCon. So we're going to be doing a 24-hour security conference entirely online, so that we're going to be doing a global free conference for the masses. So that's going to be fun, huh? Absolutely. You used to know sleep now as well with,
yes,
with Finn, so this is going to be fine.
I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So when we created the agenda 5 years ago, we decided that was really great. So we didn't change it. So that's exactly the same format as was 5 years ago. So you've got registration, breakfast. Everybody had some breakfast, some coffee, some teas and water. We will go through our opening speech. Don't worry, it's going to be really quick. Then we will start with our keynote today, which is Elisa. Then, as usual, we will divide into 2 different tracks. There will be a workshop track, which is located in the mezzanine. So in the other room, you can actually just take the stairs, and that's where all the workshops will take place. And all the speaker track is going to take place here. One thing not to forget is we've got our 5th birthday party this year, and I had something to say that I completely forgot.
we wanted to call out a couple of people.
Yes. There's two people in the room. There is one person that bought the first ticket for every conference, and that's Tony Richards over here with the beard. And the last person asking me for a ticket every year over there, Ante Gulam. And those two people actually always make me feel really great about the conference, because I know I've got the first ticket bought, and I know the last person who will buy a ticket will be Ante. So after 5 years, things don't change. Thank you, guys.
Awesome. So the rooms, in terms of where they are, we have, the rooms are very obviously named. This is called, the name of this room is the big room. The name of the other room is the other room. And then in the other room, there are some stairs going in this direction. If you go up those stairs, that's the mezzanine, and that's where the workshop is. So after the keynote, there are 2 tracks. One is in this room, and the other one is up there. I guess if people wanted to also stand up there, you can kind of go up those stairs and stand up by the balcony. You're welcome to watch from there as well. The keynote session will be from Alyssa Shavinsky. Alyssa is the CEO of Faster Than Light, and Alyssa is going to be giving a great talk on some of the more inspiring things we can do going forward in security. So this is coming up straight after this opening speech.
So a few practical information. I'm not going to tell you again the name of the room, the big room, the other room, the upper room. And you've got breakfast, lunch, which are in the other room. You will all be given a meal passport every day, so you can actually choose your food from all the caterers which are around here. Toilets are located on your right, over there. And the Wi-Fi SSID is DevSecCon LON. We made it easy for everybody. There's no password on it. Just to
no
keep
password
secure.
on a security conference?
Well, it's half developers, so we just decided. No, but the aim was just to make it easy for everybody. And after the panel today, which is going to take place in this room, we'll have a group photo with everybody. If you want to be part of it, please come and join us. Emergency, special needs. Please grab anybody with an orange, red shirt, or myself with a festive Christmas T-shirt, and we will be here to actually help you.
Okay, one thing that we're going to announce today as well is a new community, and please welcome Sam Hepburn up on stage. Should we give her this? So we're merging two things here: the secure developer vendor-neutral community, and also DevSecCon. Sam, tell us a little bit about the secure developer.
Yeah, so how many people in the room are a member of the secure developer, or have heard of it, or know of it? A few people. Amazing. So for those of you who don't know, earlier this year we launched a virtual vendor-neutral community to be able to sort of bring you content on everything with regards to security, ops, AppSec. And we chose to do it virtually so we could access great speakers all over the world and bring this content to you on a sort of daily, weekly basis. And now, sort of taking that to the next step, we're merging with DevSecCon to be able to sort of partner under the umbrella My DevSecOps, lots of words, sort of, it's great being here today and meeting everyone, and once a year sort of coming together and discussing it, but what do we do the other 365 odd days? And hopefully sort of this merged together with our virtual sessions. We have a podcast that's been going for a couple of years. We've got a blog coming out and a few other things. We'll be able to talk about this throughout the year and not sort of once a year as such, and access a lot of the content that we'll be doing globally as well. So I'm really excited about this. We're also running the community corner around the corner in the other room, so please come say hi. I've got some really cool stickers, and what we're actually doing is, so our keynote speaker, Alyssa, has gladly offered to do an AMA. So at the first coffee break, grab yourself a coffee, a snack, and come join us with any of those pressing questions. We'll then be doing a open source maintainer roundtable at lunchtime, so join us for that, and then another AMA in the afternoon. So yeah, please, we've also got a whiteboard, so if you can't make any of the AMAs or anything like that, write down your questions and we can get them answered. We have a Slack group as well that will be live Slacking a lot of this. So please join us on Slack, post-event and during event, to get any of those questions done. But I think that is it.
And where do people go in order to sign up?
That is a great question. mydevsecops.io.
Cool. Thank you very much, Sam.
Thanks.
And again, DevSecCon would be possible without our sponsors. So we've got Ed5, Snyk, Avatar, Secure Codewire, Veracode, HackerOne, Contrast, JFrog, Equal Expert, Iris Risk, also known before Continuum Security, Detectify, and Sonotype. I don't think I forgot anybody. So thank you very much, all the sponsors, for helping us bringing this event together.
And we also have, everyone should have a sponsor passport, and the idea of the sponsor passport is when you go to see either the platinum sponsors, which is F5 and Snyk, or our gold sponsors, JFrog, Secure Codewire, HackerOne, Veracode, and Sonotype, they can stamp your passport. So they'll stamp the relevant box. Once you have all of those boxes stamped, make sure you fill in your name and give that passport back to the registration desk. On the closing of the conference, we will pick 3 of those sponsor passports, and you have to be here to win one of 3 iPads. So that's a nice kind of encouragement to go to the sponsors. You don't have any QR codes, so no one can scan your badges. But if you have a good conversation with one of the sponsors and you want to continue that conversation beyond the conference, please do, offer up your details if you want to continue that conversation.
And last but not least, the code of conduct. So that's been in place since the first DevSecCon. We never had any problem without paraphrasing anybody. If you see something, if you disagree with something, just tell us, and we'll resolve it. So thank you very much for that.
Awesome. And finally, enjoy the conference. So thank you very much for attending. Please do network with groups, enjoy the sessions, and please welcome Elissa up to the stage for the opening keynote.
Let's plug this in.